Hello guys, myself Shreyas V from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. My USN is 1VE22 CS 149. I'm here to present the topic on Constitution of India. Here are the contents which I am going to explain in this video. Constitution of India. The Constitution of India is a supreme law of India. The document lays down the framework that democrates fundamental political codes, structures, procedures, and powers, and the duties of government institution, and some sets of fundamental rights and directive principles, and their duties to the citizen of the country. It is the longest written national constitution in the world. Necessity of the Constitution to provide a set of basic rules that allow for minimal coordination amongst the member of societies, to specify who has the power to make decision in a society. It decides how the government will be constituted, to set some limits on what a government can impose on its citizens. These limits are fundamental in the sense that government may never trespass on them, to enable the government to fulfill their aspiration of a society and create a condition for a just society. Salient features of constitution: federalism, power division between union and state; parliamentary form of government, the government by the people; separation of powers between legislature, executive, and judiciary; fundamental rights, civilian rights; secularism, separation of states and religion. These are the features of constitution. Next comes directive principle of state policy. The state shall direct its policy in such a manner as to secure the rights of all men and women to an adequate means of livelihood, equal pay for equal work, and within limit of its economic capacity and development, to make effective provision for securing the right to work, education, and to public assistance in the event of unemployment, old age, sickness, disablement, or other cases of undeserved want. Next comes parliamentary Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha and parliamentary committees. Lok Sabha is the lower house of the Parliament House of India. As of 2019, there have been 17 Lok Sabha elected by the people of India. The constitution limits the Lok Sabha to a maximum number of 552 members. Next, Rajya Sabha. It is the upper house of Indian Parliament. The Rajya Sabha consists of representatives of state and union territories and persons nominated by the President of India sits in Rajya Sabha. Parliamentary Committee is a panel of MPs that is appointed or elected by House or nominated by the Speaker and Chairman. State Executive and Government, Governor, CM, and State Cabinet. The state executive is made up of the governor, chief minister, council of minister, and advocate general of state. Governor as the president heads the state government. Article 153 to 167 in the Indian Constitution deal with the provisions related to the state governments of the country. Governor is the head or constitutional head. At the same time, he is the agent of the center as the union government nominates governor in each state. Now comes quiz to understand this topic very well. First quiz is: a constitution is necessary because it is It safeguards the rights of individuals and minorities. What role does a constitution play in a democratic society? It ensures accountability and protects the right of citizens. What is the main purpose of constitution? It protects the individual rights and freedom of citizens. The constitution is necessary to preserve and promote democratic principles. What is the significance of written constitution? It provides a clear and state framework for governance. Which of the following is a silent feature of the Indian constitution? Federal system of government. What is the status of fundamental rights in the Indian constitution? They are enforceable and justiciable. Which features ensures the independence of judiciary in India? Separations of power. The Indian constitution provides reservation of seats for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. The Indian constitution incorporates the principle of secularism, which means equality and freedom of religion for all citizens. The directive principle of state policy are enshrined in which part of Indian constitution? It is enshrined in the part 4 in the constitution. The directive principle of state policy aim to promote the economic and social welfare of the peoples. Which article of Indian Constitution contains the directive principle of state policy? Article 36. The directive principle of state policy are based on the principles of socialism. The directive principle of state policy include provision for the promotion of social justice. Lok Sabha is also known as the lower house. The Rajya Sabha represents the states and the union territories. Lok Sabha is elected by the members of parliament. Lok Sabha is the lower house of the Parliament of India and consists of how many members? It consists 545 members. Rajya Sabha is the upper house of Parliament of India and consists of how many members? Rajya Sabha consists 245 members in the Parliament of India. The state executive consists of governor and state council ministers. The term of office of a governor of state is 5 years. Governor is appointed as the representative of the President of India. The chief minister of a state is usually the leader of the ruling party or a coalition party in the state. What is the state cabinet? The executive body of the state government. Here is the conclusion to my video about Constitution of India. The Constitution of our India is considered to be the best constitution in the world. It has been made after studying the constitutions around the world. The good and good things of all those countries have been assimilated in this constitution. All are equal in the eyes of constitution and everyone has the same rights and duties. There is a law of equal reward and punishment for all. Thank you everyone.